Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan. Well, today is an important day for Hindus across the world as it is the Festival of Lights, also known as Diwali. Hindus across the world are celebrating the festival of Diwali or Diwali today. Diwali, also called Diwali, is the festival of lights that celebrates the triumph of light over dark and good over evil and the blessings of victory, freedom and enlightenment. The Diwali festival commemorates the defeat of demon Naragasun by Lord Vishnu. It is further written in ancient folklore that the demon requested Lord Vishnu to help all those in the world see the light, similar to how he did now. Hindu devotees light up the night on days like this, praying that the lives of all would be enlightened through it. And on behalf of Newsfirst, we would like to wish all our viewers out there a happy and blessed Diwali celebration. At the same time, Hindu devotees around the world celebrate Diwali, the festival of lights, President Anura Kumar Dissanayake has delivered a message emphasizing the festival's symbolism of light triumphing over darkness. He highlighted Diwali as a time of hope, joy and triumph over good over evil, bringing communities together in unity and in celebration. Reflecting on Sri Lanka's journey since independence, the President acknowledged the nation's long search for light amidst decades of challenges. He expressed optimism about the emerging era of Renaissance, where the aspirations of the people, once suppressed, are now coming to the forefront. In his message, President Anura Kumar Dissanayake urged the citizens to embrace the Diwali of wisdom, advocating for the light of science to dispel the darkness of ignorance. He called for a new way of thinking, fostering enlightenment and progress for all Sri Lankans. Now, in some related news, the Railway Station Masters Union has decided to temporarily suspend their strike action in light of today's Diwali festival celebrations. Now, the Railway Stations Masters Union launched a strike action last afternoon and continued until around 10 p.m. Now, this strike was initiated citing demanding solutions for several issues that relate to promotions and the process of recruitment for the railway service. The union's president, Sumedha Somaratna, stated that if a satisfactory resolution is not provided by the end of the day today, the strike will resume once again tomorrow. Now, Sri Lanka's central bank has reported some interesting news with regard to inflation. The central bank's latest projections indicate that headline inflation, as measured by the year-on-year change in the Colombo Consumer Price Index, or the CCPI, remained in the negative territory for the second consecutive month. October 2024 saw a deflation of 0.8% compared to the 0.5% deflation recorded in September 2024. According to the central bank, the non-food category experienced a deeper inflation, with year-on-year figures showing 1.6% decreases in October 2024 compared to a 0.5% decrease in September 2024. Conversely, the food category saw a shift from deflation to inflation, recording 1% increase in October 2024, up from a 0.3% deflation in the previous month. As Sri Lanka nears the holiday season for December, it is common practice for the prices of food to fluctuate. In a related development, the Egg Producers Association and wholesale traders have agreed to maintain the maximum retail price of eggs at 37 rupees. This decision was reached following discussions with the Secretary of the Ministry of Trade, M.M. Naimuddin. The Ministry Secretary confirmed that directives have been issued to ensure that eggs are not sold above this price in the future. Now, what is this price? That's 37 rupees at MRP. This agreement aims to stabilize egg prices and provide relief to the consumers. In addition, the Cabinet has approved the establishment of a special food policy committee. This committee will be responsible for making future decisions regarding food prices, standards, as well as safety. Secretary Nain also mentioned that the collection of current price information of all imported food items is now complete. This data will be used to control food prices and provide relief to the public promptly. Now, meanwhile, the Consumer Affairs Authority of Sri Lanka has revealed that some essential food items are being imported and cleared through customs at undervalued prices. This practice has resulted in significant revenue loss to the government. Now, that is according to the Consumer Affairs Authority. Now, the authority also emphasized that importers and traders of essential food items have agreed to conduct import activities at the stipulated prices during these discussions. Now, this measure is expected to help regulate food prices and ensure fair trade practices as well. Let's now switch to the political arena. 14th of November, that's the day Sri Lankans will once again head to the polls, second time this year, to exercise their franchise. Earlier, it was to elect the country's executive president. Now, it is to elect the country's parliament, or the House of Legislature. The House of Legislature will comprise of 225 members of parliament representing the public. Yesterday, was the first day for postal votes to be cast for the 2024 parliamentary election. Now, as the country is gearing up for the parliamentary elections, political platforms and politicians are making their final preparations as well. The Election Commission has now reported that over the past 24 hours, a total of 103 complaints of election law violations have been reported. According to the Commission, the National Election Complaints Management Centre had received 24 complaints, while the District Election Complaints Management Centres received 79 complaints. Additionally, there have been 10 incidents of violence related to the election that have been reported to the authorities. Now, Sri Lanka's Met Department has announced that the atmospheric conditions are becoming favourable for afternoon thunder showers across most parts of the island for the next few days starting from today. Showers or thunder showers are expected to occur in many areas during the evening and at night. Additionally, the northern and eastern provinces may experience showers or thunder showers in the morning as well. Fairly heavy showers exceeding 75 millimeters of rain are likely in some places in the Uva, eastern and north central provinces. Once again, the country's Met Department is issuing a warning to the general public to take the necessary precautions to minimize accidents related to lightning. And we at Newsfirst would also like to encourage our viewers out there to ensure that you do not remain outdoors during heavy downpours, especially when there's lightning accompanying these rainfall, and also unplug those electrical appliances when there are lightning strikes so that you can minimize damage as well. Now, yesterday was an interesting day in the Supreme Court as four petitions that were filed challenging the decisions to reduce the interest rates to 9% on investments made by the Employees Provident Fund in treasury bills and bonds under the Domestic Debt Restructuring Program was dismissed by the Supreme Court. The petitioners had claimed that this decision violated the fundamental rights of the EPF members. The petitions were taken up in the presence of a three-member bench comprising Justices Preetipadman Surasena, Kumuduni Wickramasinghe and Achala Wengapuli. The Attorney General and other respondents argued that similar fundamental rights petitions on this issue had previously been dismissed by the court, asserting that there was no legal basis to proceed with the current petitions. The bench, accepting the preliminary objections, ruled that the petitions would not be granted permission for examination and subsequently dismissed them. Now, who filed these petitions? These petitions were filed by several parties, including the Katnaika Free Trade Zone Workers Union. Well, that brings an end to the breakfast rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan. Starting tomorrow, a new face will be leading the breakfast rundown. Until I see you again, take care and God bless.